Yeah, bush camping tools here, and I'm going to tell you about this great knife from the Spanish knife company Muela. Now, Muela, they've been making knives for over 50 years, so they really know their stuff. Okay, so this is one of their latest models, the Rhino 10 SVM, fully designed and manufactured in Spain. So what makes this a great knife? Well, let's start at the core, and that's the blade steel. Now, Muela is using the latest in knife steel technologies from Sandvik, 14C28N. Okay, so this might be a bunch of numbers to you, but to knife makers like Muela, this is great news. Sandvik have optimized the chemistry of this alloy to resist microchipping and edge rolling. According to Sandvik, 14C28N alloy steel can obtain excellent edge performance, very high hardness, and good corrosion resistance. In fact, Sandvik are recommending it be used in high-end knife production, such as in professional hunting knives as this. Okay, so let's get on to the design then. Right, so it's a full tank construction. The blade's got a good belly, but it's not overtly a skinner. There's a large choil. You can put your finger there, but you know what I think about choils. It's a good place to cut yourself. And it's a great point at the end of this knife. It's a bit of a drop point type blade. The blade length is 3.5 inches, and the blade thickness is a bit over 1/8 of an inch. So on the metric, that's about 90 millimeters long of cutting edge and 4 millimeters thickness for the blade. It came deadly surgically sharp with a flat grind straight out of the box. But I've got to say, I always expect this from any well-made knife. There should be no exceptions. If you have to regrind or touch up after you buy, then sorry you bought a dud brand, mate. Don't kid yourself otherwise. There's a well-placed finger thumb jimping. Now this area here is also really good for striking a fire steel to this jimping area. The listed Rockwell of this knife is 57 to 61. Now the build quality and comfort of this knife is absolutely great. It's a solid build but an ergonomic feel. It's a good grip in the wet or dry, and that comes from those scalloped micarta scales. Now I've got to say a lot of micarta scales are ground and they're not sealed after they're ground into their respective shapes. What I mean by this is that the fibers of whatever the composite is in within the micarta, whether it's cotton or canvas, etc., they can be exposed, and that means if they get wet, they will absorb water. Now, these particular micarta scales are sealed, so there's no chance of them absorbing water. Now, this knife comes with a great leather scabbard. It's built like a tank. The stitching's excellent. Comes with 2 positions to carry it. You can use it in the vertical position here. You've got a press stud here, and that swings out of the way for carrying that vertically on your belt. Or you can carry it horizontally on your belt by using these fixings here. And they enable, it's 4 press studs there to enable you to carry it horizontally on your belt there. So this is a really great scabbard. You've got another press stud in there which will hold the knife very securely in. So all in all, it's a very, very good construction for this leather scabbard and this knife. Absolutely excellent construction. So what is this knife good for? With a decent belly and a good point, you can use this knife for hunting and fishing apps such as game prep, camp food preparation. The blade's not too thick. Now, of course, 4 millimeters, which is the thickness of this blade, it's good for lightweight batoning. And there's no problems in being able to baton seasoned wood with this blade to produce material for a fire. Right, so who's the knife for? Well, if you do any of those things I've just said, then this knife is for you. And the great thing is it's got a lifetime warranty, and that says it all.